The producers of Star Trek Strange New Worlds have just pitched their plans for Star Trek Year One. Basically, a continuation of the prequel series that would eventually segue into the original series. And we all know what's coming next. The continuity complaints, the canon debates, but that contradicts what Spock said in 1967 post. But I want to offer a reframing that might help you stop worrying and love the reboots. Not just of Trek, but of everything. Here's the first step. Nobody lies awake at night worrying that Russell Crowe's Robin Hood contradicts Errol Flynn's Robin Hood. They're riffs on the same concept, but not the same story or universe, and that's fine. Well, Paul Wesley's Kirk and William Shatner's Kirk work the same way, even if the producers claim otherwise. Attempts to rationalize them will only drive you crazy. All right, now the full reframe. When we think about the endless reboots and sequels and prequels coming from sources like Marvel, DC, Trek, and Star Wars, their well-known creators and relative recency make it seem like they should always snap together. But we would never have the same expectation of, say, King Arthur or Santa Claus. We can tell as many stories as we want about them because they've been elevated into something like archetypes. They are there to be appropriated and reinvented as often as we please, and it would be madness to expect all the stories about them to be consistent. What's happening now is that a number of more recent characters, despite our absurdly long copyright periods that keep them in the hands of specific people and companies for decades, are nevertheless edging into that archetypal territory. So reinventing Spock or Darth Vader is really no different in principle from reinventing Merlin or the Big Bad Wolf. Century-old characters like Dracula and Sherlock Holmes have already made the full transition, even though we know exactly who created them. And that's okay. Now they're free to boldly go where dozens of iconic characters have gone before.